All right, hello everyone. So it's Friday today. Let's take a look at gold. Now, with gold, I said this could go up because we had Thursday, which was the swing day, and the market pretty much went up first. If it went up first, I said we could sell. If it goes down first, you can buy. In any case, if you take a look at if you take a look at this here, this is the swing that the market did here. So it went up into that zone where they sold off before, at the Astro hour, and then just fell off. Okay. And then it went down here at the Astro hour, then went up. So today, what we got, let's take a look at the daily. Now, Thursday being a swing day, as you can see, it went up from there. Tuesday was also a swing day. So if you bought on Tuesday, bought on Thursday, the lows, you should have been okay. I also said Thursday, if we go up first, it could be a swing day if it doesn't go any higher and keeps pushing down. But the day did close higher. Okay, so market wanting to continue to go up is also an option. So what we have today, the support of the day is 53, 2020. So if the market comes down to 2020, which is pretty much the previous day low, at Astro hours, you can think about going long again. If we end up to the upside first, well, today's Friday, so it's going to be a bit tricky. Okay, but looks like the way the things are going, it's an up bar going up a little bit more. Looks like an option. On the weekly, we don't have much more bars at levels until up here, so we have to be a little careful. This 59, 2030, 31, 2030, 31, this zone here is a bit of a crucial zone. As you can see, it was resistance, support. So this is a bit of a tricky area. If it goes above the high of yesterday and pulls back into an Astro hour, you can follow it to go back up to 2050. Okay. If it comes down first, you can buy the low to go up. This is no man's land. If you want to muck around here, it's a bit tricky. If the market is at, let's say, the opening or like the low of Asia, you could probably want to go up, and that's okay. But you'll need to confirm it on a smaller time frame or on a breakout towards the upside on the smaller time frame. Okay. Other than that, you can see there's room to fill here. There's a bit of a gap there. The market might want to fill. So if it comes down to there or here, going up looks like an okay option. If it breaks 2020, don't stand in front of it trying to buy it, because once it breaks the daily support, it'll have room to push down, okay, into the 2000. And going down to 2000 is logical. It's the previous week low, okay? So, if you want to sell also the highs, it's also doable. Just do it at the Astro hours. You see, for example, today, right? Selling is going to be again up here. If it goes up, you can sell here at Astro hours, let's say here. All right. This is also not a bad spot for today. All right. Also in the members area, I put separate hours for gold and SP 500. So make sure you note those. All right. I've already got them here, as you can see. Just make sure you note them. All right. So selling the highs, I think, is okay if we go up first. There's news coming out today, non-farm payroll. So you have to be careful, because during the news, the only thing I've got is at 4 o'clock. Actually, 5 minutes past 4. So that'll be a bit interesting. So be mindful. Okay, it'll be nice to see also the swings for gold SP 500 as I've posted them up there. SP 500, let's take a look. Now with SP 500, as you know, I'm all okay to short the highs, and the market did that 2 days ago. It did that as well on Monday, again Wednesday. So now we're here on Friday. The goodbye kiss is 70, which is 4,599, which is just up here. Also, if you went long with this yesterday, from here, I said you can cover yourself at the daily and the weekly, and you could target these. And I said, if you want to sell, this would be the hour to sell. If you sold here, okay, this would have been, like I said, this would have been a stop out if you waited for it, if you didn't cover the trade. If you sold here, once again, you would have had a tight stop out there. If you went long here, you should have been okay. You would have waited for the Astro hours here. But if you read my comments from yesterday, okay, you should have been okay, because I did say yesterday, as you will recall, that the market should carry on pushing. All right, so you got to be a bit aware of what I'm saying in the comments, because at the end of the day, we're reading the sky. So if you read the comments, you see I got 6:30 to 8 o'clock, and possibly towards closing. Okay, so I said if the market does swing, okay, we had these hours. Okay, so if the market does swing and it's starts swinging at 10:35, 11:05, which is here, all right, 10:35 is 9:35 there. Okay, 11:35 is 10:35, which is there. Okay, so the market starts to go up from here, and this is 12:15, which, where are we? 12:15. Okay, we didn't have 12:15, but 10:35, also 8:45. So if you went long to go long, you should have taken note of that, because if market swings here, then it should carry on until 6:30 to 8 o'clock, and as you can see, and possibly towards closing. So and that's your possibly towards closing there. All right, so it's pretty obvious you shouldn't have been selling here if the market's got opportunity to go in that zone there. All right, if it was to short down, then it would have been the other way. Now with SP 500, once again, how we have that level there. So if the market does pop up a little bit more, if we're up here at Astro hours, I think we're okay to sell. Those are the highs of previous week. So going up to sweep it and then closing down will mean next week will be sellers. All right. So it all depends on what's going to happen today. As you can see, the market just good place to sell in my opinion. So these high levels here are okay to sell. I can get rid of this purple zone, which I put in yesterday. And basically today, this is the zone there. So if we head up a little bit more, previous day's high, previous week's high, these levels are okay to sell off. Let's get to euro dollar. With the euro dollar, I didn't put any specific days. With euro dollar, as you know, Tuesday or Wednesday and Thursday were swing days. All right, so Tuesday didn't happen. Wednesday, Thursday, as you can see here, and that was it yesterday, swing day. If you bought the lows, we had 1.0760, which was a target made. You should have been okay. And this was the Astral yesterday. That's the 8 o'clock there, as you can see there. Okay. And let's see on that one. Okay, that's That's on, this is for SP 500 and euro dollar. No, SP 500, and this is for gold actually. And then basically what the market did, it just went up all the way there. I didn't have an 8 o'clock yesterday, but if you took a look at euro dollar, if you know how to do astrology, you learned it from me, you should have been okay with that. All right, because at the end of the day, we had a nice swing and push up, so you would have been more than okay to cover that trade. And if you waited, in fact, for like 8:30 my time, just like with the SP 500, okay, saying that we could get up into 6:30, 8 p.m., you would have been pretty much okay, as you can see. Market going up, retracing, going back up. What to do with the euro dollar? Well, it's still going downwards, and we are expecting levels to go down. Now, as you can see here, the market did not close higher than the previous day. So Thursday closed lower. It went higher, but it closed lower. So still we might have room to push down. So we're going to have to play it both ways. If the market comes up to retest, okay, then we can sell off. if you want to buy from the lows here, it's not a bad idea. So if the market comes down here, Astro hours, I think we're still okay to buy because that's a good push up and an impulse wave which closed higher than Wednesday, right? So the retracement to push up back again to test the previous day high, which is here, or the previous week low, which is there, is okay. So if it comes down to push up, is okay. Like I said, there's non-farm payroll coming out. If you, like I said, also if you learned astrology from me, you can check out the euro dollar specifically as well. Okay, but whatever you're going to do, you should do it at the astro hours in any case. 7:30, 8:45. Those are going to be interesting levels. We shall probably have a sudden move in the market that would probably go up or down to push the market until 7:30. Okay, so once you get that swing happening, it should at least push the markets to 7:30 to 8:45. Let's take a look at Dow Jones, Nasdaq, Bitcoin. So with the euro dollar, right, buying the lows is okay to push higher, and if we're up here somewhere, then you can also sell at Astro hours. But like I said, it's Friday and it's news day. And this is one of the reasons I don't work on Friday, because tomorrow is closed and blah, blah, blah. Okay, so let's take a look at the others. Now, Dow Jones, here we are with Dow Jones. Now, also, like I said, with the Astro hours, you would have been okay. Let's get back here. All right. That's the time when I was doing the video, so you wouldn't have captured that one. But 8:45, 10:35, 11, if you're up at that time in the morning, is like 7:45, 10:35, 11. This is 10:35 here. All right. So the market's coming down. On the platform, it's going to be 10:05, 9:35. 10:05, which is there. Okay. And 9:35, which is going to be about there. Okay. And that's basically it. So this is the first level. The market pops down a little bit. And then what we have, as you can see, 354.45, which is 250. 250 is there. Right? So market bouncing off and just going up into those levels. All right. What to do now? Still, I think, if we take a look at the daily, this zone is still a sell zone. So if the market pops up a little bit more, I think selling is the way to go. We had a break yesterday, so going up to sell, I think, is still okay. Just a matter of non-farm payroll news. It's a matter of non-farm payroll news. I think this non-farm payroll might even be easy to trade if you use the Astro hours. And after 4 o'clock, coming towards 7:30, the market should then obviously have some sudden moves from 4 towards 7:30, which should disrupt the market a little bit. Okay, and that's basically it. So on the daily, on there, let's see what we could do. If the market comes back up again, previous day's high, previous week's high, I think selling is the way to go. Okay, that's the zone. They've already sold the previous week's high, so this previous day's high is okay to sell. There are no gaps here. So here or here up there, I think it's still okay to sell. Don't muck around in no man's land. Just let the market do what it needs to do at these levels and then do it astrologically. Nasdaq, same kind of thing. Selling the highs is okay. Here we had that level here, which is this weekly pivot. If also, once again, Nasdaq taking off exactly at these levels. If you take a look at Monday, Thursday was a swing day for Nasdaq, so that was like really cool. As you can see, the market was down into Thursday, so from Thursday swinging all the way up. So if you bought that, it would have been okay as well. What you can now do, I think for this one, you can wait till next week, because from the highs, we need to sell again. Now, there's a breakout here, so that needs to be, treated carefully, because on the weekly, there's still a bit of a gap here. So we need to treat this carefully. I wouldn't muck around with it today so much, although I would be shorting the indices from the highs if it goes up first, okay? But this breakout is something we need to be aware of. If you say, no, I want to buy, then do it at 58, which is 15,947 at an astro hour, but I'd be careful doing it. 947 is going to be somewhere around there. I'd just be careful doing it. Okay, so that's the goodbye kiss. That's the manipulation. Well, pretty much this is the manipulation. Okay, that's causing the breakout. So if the market does pull back, you can go long at astro hours if you want. Okay, I'm not so keen on doing anything on Friday. Bitcoin, once again, I said these days are like probably going to be swing days, and you can see the market closing low here on this day. So if it goes back up again these days from the highs, if you end up at the highs, you can, I think, sell down into lower levels. Okay, it's a good impulse wave, but it's going to have to come back. If you're buying and holding, wouldn't be buying it up there in any case. Okay, so on the 15-minute chart, sideways market, very tricky. So if you're going to buy it, when the market's going sideways, you buy the lows, okay, like the previous day low or this support level here at astro hours to push up, and sell the highs to push them down. So in between levels, it's no man's land. Don't do anything crazy there. If you're going to do it, buy the lows, sell the highs, and in order to sell, you might want to wait another 2 days, 3 days, so you get to the swing days here.